countdown commences. For the 12th time this year, the Raiders have a shutout. And for the first time ever, they'll be headed to Milwaukee to play for a chance at the state title. Your Kiel Raiders are the 2022 sectional final champions.
The rebound, Pearsons, and the Raiders are going to run this one out. This one's over. We say goodbye. The Raiders are regional champs. Oh my goodness. 75-68. Kiel has won their first regional championship in 10 years. My goodness.
Do we dare squeeze for a win, Mitch?
Yeah, that's a tough decision to make.
Got some speed on third base. Third baseman playing even. Blatz delivers. That's exactly what they're going to do. Harlem, there! It's game over! The Raiders win on a suicide squeeze from Daniel Schmidt. It's going to be Shizzle. 3 from the logo. It's no good. Edelman's going to clear it and bring it home for the Raiders. Their first regional championship since 2008.
And with that, Madison, Wisconsin, you better get ready. So for the first time in school history, the Kiel Raiders will be moving on to state.
It has been a wonderful ride to be a part of, and guess what? We are coming your way next Thursday, Madison, Wisconsin.
The clock strikes 0 and it's official. The Kiel Raiders are going to Madison.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful day and a beautiful Pfeiffer Field here in Kiel, Wisconsin tonight. A pair of conference's best face off to take the throne of the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. It's the Sheboygan Falls Falcons and the Kiel Raiders. We welcome you to the booth. I'm Miles C. Troy, and alongside me once again this evening is Mr. Troy Sager. Troy, let's start first with the Falcons. They come into action 6-2-1, that only tie coming against Port Washington back in April. And just like the Raiders, they are 3-0 in conference. Those 3 notable conference wins, they defeated Roncalli Two Rivers 9-1, New Holstein 3-1, and Valdez 14-0. But now they take on a well-grounded Kiel team, but with that, these Falcons have multiple weapons to utilize this evening.
Yeah, thanks for welcoming me, Miles. I agree. Some very, very good weapons on the Sheboygan Falls roster. It really starts with, I would say, the Schlewe sisters and the Beaumont sisters. Also got Abby Reynolds' sister, Liliana. So there's a lot of weapons that we're going to have to keep an eye on this evening.
Absolutely, and those pieces, like you mentioned, we have a senior Rhino, like you mentioned, but then also the Beaumont sisters, sophomores, so definitely some youngness to this team along with the Raiders. But for the Raiders, on the other hand, they come into 8-3, picking up a win yesterday against Wrightstown, falling to Howards to open the season. Cedar Grove, Belgium, and Sheboygan Christian Lutheran. That game obviously wasn't in Kiel's favor. Lots of mistakes, lots of errors, and just like the Falcons, undefeated in conference as well. And then on the flip side, compared to Sheboygan Falls, they beat Roncalli Two Rivers 9-0, New Holstein 5-2, and Valdez 8-0. So lots of similarities between these two teams, not big margin between those two. But something that stands out from the Raiders, not as much from the Falcons necessarily, is the connection and the togetherness this Raiders team has.
Yeah, I agree. It's been building all year, Miles, trying to immerse a lot of young players into the lineup. And I really like the way the team is coming together, especially in the midfield. And we've seen that, the last couple of weeks. So we're going to see a good ball game here.
Yeah, you mentioned the pieces that Sheboygan Falls has, but Kiel also has some great pieces in the midfield, especially Vandermeer, Sager, your daughter, obviously. And then the defensive line, Uselding, Gutschau back there, the freshman Goodman. And then obviously Schwaller up top with the hustle and the aggression is obviously great too. So we will get to our starting lineups here. First for the Sheboygan Falls Falcons, it is Lillian Reinald, the senior, to start us off at the forward spot. Sienna Moore, the sophomore, in the midfield. Addison Schlewe, we talked about between those Schlewe sisters, I should say. The senior, She is back on defense compared to her sister, Molly Schlewy, in the midfield. Number 6, Natalie Grunwald, the sophomore in the midfield. Brooke Carpenter, the forward. McKenna Mendez, sophomore forward. The Beaumont sisters right next to each other, Abigail and Victoria, both sophomores. Abigail back on the defensive line, Victoria in the midfield. The junior Mackenzie Schroeder back on the defense. Molly Schlewy, like I mentioned, in the midfield. Kelsey King, the freshman goalkeeper. And we talked before the game, Miss Troy, that they had a senior goalie last year, and this is pretty much the same starting lineup that they had compared to last year, just a new goalkeeper.
Yep, agree. Yeah, we're bringing in a lot of new freshmen, but this is the same exact lineup on the field, and besides the keeper.
And for the Raiders, it's Maya Langenfeld, the freshman, as well in the goal, followed by the sophomore Bella Schragi, the junior captain Jasmine Bink, also a junior captain number 7 Tavi Sager, senior captain number 8 Addison Uselding, number 9 Ava Furman, the sophomore, junior defense Madison Gutchow. In the midfield, the sophomore Ella Vandermeer. Up at the striker spot, the freshman Deanna Schwaller. Captain senior Ava Niles. And finally, rounding it out, back on the defense, the freshman Callaway Goodman. Let's get to... We will send it over to Jim for the national anthem here from Pfeiffer Field.
With a moment of silence, remember all the men and women in our military, police, EMTs, firefighters, and any and all essential workers who have given service to our country, state, county, and surrounding communities, as well as ours, to serve and protect us all, so that you and I might be able to enjoy this very day. Remember, some of them gave up every one of their tomorrows so you and I might celebrate this very day. Our freedoms do come with a very high price, and sometimes it's the ultimate one.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you all. Thank you very much. Providing tonight.
Today's Kiel Raiders soccer game is proudly supported by Premier Financial Credit Union, Todd Olick and New York Life, the Gravel Pit Sports Bar and Grill, Kiel Booster Club, Signature Flooring and More, Dynamic Heating and Cooling, Bell & Health Titletown, Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza, Real Logistics, Yard 65 Brewery and Events, Kienbaum Services, Kiel Lounge, Albright Again LLC, Sargento Foods, On Point Financial Group, and by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Well, a beautiful day here from sunny Kiel, Wisconsin here as you see the sunlight flash on the huddle cam from up here in the booth. It's going to be a great day as the sun looks to be setting here from Kiel, Wisconsin. Should be a good one. We mentioned in pregame lots of great weapons and two great teams coming into this one, the Falcons and the Raiders, Troy.
Yeah, looking forward to the game, Miles. This is a big conference game, big game for seeding as we head into regionals towards the end of May here. We get these guys again at the end of May at their place, a place last year that did not go so well for us. We tied them 0-0.
Yep.
Beat them last year here 3-1, so we need this one to keep our momentum going.
Absolutely, and like I mentioned in pregame, these two teams tied right now at the top of the Eastern Wisconsin Conference at a 3-0 conference record. So the winner of this will take the throne of the conference. And a great setting, a great atmosphere for a good game of soccer. Miles D. Troy Sager, here we go. From Kiel High School. Schwaller sits at the top waiting for the tap here. And here we are, off and running from Kiel High School, Pfeiffer Field. We are underway. Starts with a long ball from Vandermeer, turns it over right to the Sheboygan Falls Falcons midfield. And now Sager looking to push in response.
He's pushing hard.
Yeah.
Love it.
Good aggression to start for the junior captain, Sager. Falcons retain possession here on the near side.
A little bit of a lineup change here. We got Jasmine Bink playing back at one of the center backs and Maddie Gutchow up in the midfield.
Yeah, interesting.
And Ava Furman on the wing.
Deanna still at the striker spot. Sager in the midfield. Good notice, Troy. I didn't even notice. That defensive line still, with that change with Bink, still looking to get a shutout here as they have shut out the whole conference to this point. It'll be a throw-in on the far side for the Falcons. And it will be one of the Schlewy sisters taking it, Addison.
That's interesting. She's coming up to take the throws. I like it. Use her good tactics by Falls.
Yeah.
Nice, tall, strong basketball, volleyball, soccer player.
Mm-hmm. Along with her sister Molly Schlewy as well. Both great athletes for multi-sport. Here's Niles retaining in the middle. Swings it on over to Vandermeer, who gives a give and go. Walsdorf over there on that far wing. Walsdorf battling with Carpenter there on the far side. Sager passing it over to Niles. Gutchow.
Nice shield there.
That was Gutchow back there, not Sager.
I like what Ava's doing so far in this wing.
Yeah. Gutchow in the middle. Swings it to Furman. Furman looking on the near side. Sends one good ball to Schwaller. But King is right there to clean it up for the Falcons.
I'm noticing this freshman keeper's aggressive.
Yeah.
That's not common with freshman keepers.
The sweeper keeper, as Coach Pritchard calls.
Yeah.
There's Bink on the defensive line, sending one up to Sager. And it's Reinl up there at the striker spot. That'll be a name that we say multiple times this broadcast. A great weapon for the Falcons, along with others. Goodman battling on the near side. Sends it out of bounds. That'll be a Falcons throw-in as a result.
Yeah, Lillian Reinl's sister was also an incredible striker for the Falcons, now playing at Eastern Illinois.
Yeah.
We'll be joined by Cora Erickson next year.
Yeah.
From Cedar Grove, Belgium.
Just our last broadcast here, you and I. A tough loss for the Raiders, 1-0 falling to the defending D4 champs. Falcons throwing here on the near side. It will be taken by Mackenzie Schroeder.
What's a good ball?
Sager sending one up to Schwaller. Schwaller alone in the middle. Fighting with Carpenter there on the far side. Schwaller looking to play one in. Beats by Carpenter. Plays one in, and Kling will clean it up there on the far side.
I like the attack so far, Miles.
Yeah, the Raiders 2 chances already in this one with Sheboygan Falls 0, so the aggression side for the Raiders have lived up. And Kiel has retained possession, I would say, for the most part, compared to the Falcons in this one as well. So that's always a great sign to start the game. Kiel seems a lot more settled, and we saw Cedar Grove, had to settle in a lot more compared to this one, but they seem to be jumping out from the start here against the Falcons early.
Boy, great step by Callaway right there.
Goodman, a freshman defender, doing a great job back there all season long. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree, but just really, I think she's really gained her confidence game by game.
Yeah. And that'll be crucial as the Raiders inch closer and closer to playoffs in the postseason. Your defense has to be elite and at the highest level all year. Furman, too, a physical player here on this wing, too. That'll be a good presence in a game like this. Two physical teams at hand.
Yeah, I'm going to be curious to see when they leverage the track subs, our dual athletes.
Yep,
our
they
A's
are.
and B's. Oh,
They
nice
are in
ball.
presence
Boy, she
here.
is really being aggressive back there, Miles.
Yeah.
We got to take advantage of that.
Yep. Build up more and takes those outside shots. That's where Sager will not be afraid to shoot from the outside. Make Kling stay on their line.
I'm impressed with Jasmine back there so far. Her
Yeah.
speed is really paying off already.
Yeah, this is a significant change that Coach Pritchard and Coach Goebel have made, putting the junior captain Bink back there on the defensive line.
I think Miles, very similar to what we did in Cedar Grove, where they decided to put Fromm back there. I mean, you got to match their speed.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
the experience as well, too, with Fromm and Bink back there.
Yep.
To
And
add with the speed.
Maddie can be a great presence in the middle as well. She's very versatile, Maddie Kuchow.
Yeah.
This is dangerous, Miles.
Yep.
This is where she scored from last year in this goal.
And it will be Schlewe taking it as well. She is
Hit her own teammate hard.
the free kicker.
Oh,
Falcons retain on the back line. Schroeder swings it over to Beaumont. Beaumont plays a nice ball to Mendez. And Bing clears it out to the near side. Beaumont a quick throw from the near side. Callaway's going to let it go, and it's going to be a goal kick as a result.
smart play. Just
Yeah.
shield there. Don't let him get the ball.
Like you said, Jasmine doing a good job back there on the defensive line and putting away the potential chance the Falcons could have had there. Maya Langenfeld taking that goal kick instead. They've varied throughout the season. It's been Gutchow, her, and mostly it's been Gutchow, I would say. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. And Gutchow really had a nice corner kick last night. She's really doing well with both goal kicks and corner kicks. But it was a nice kick by Maya.
Yeah.
Improving because of your efforts.
Yeah, yep. I won't lie though. I have missed some stuff. I've been a busy guy. I was on a tour to Whitewater yesterday, so I missed the game. It's all right. I'll try not to slack as much.
Well, that ain't slacking. You got to have your college.
Yep.
Got to pick them.
Yep. Very true.
For the listeners out there, that's Miles' 4th college visit.
Yep.
For those keeping track.
Went to Marquette, Eau Claire, Oshkosh, and then Whitewater yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah. Good experience.
And based on what you do in the booth here, I'm assuming this is a communications major?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep, just trying to see, and I've gotten the private tours too within the college and trying to see like their program and what they do. It's going to be a foul committed on the striker Schwaller. Beaumont draws the foul, and it'll be Schlewe taking that free kick again. She is their free kicker, like I mentioned. She'll take all of them, no matter the place.
Shout out to Stoph, Chris Niles listening to us. Thanks for listening in, Stoph.
Langenfeld scoops it up from the ball placed by Beaumont and makes amends of the Falcons' threat. One thing I will say, though, is Langenfeld's punts are really good, along with Liliana Bergs, too. They're both really good punters. Schwaller trying to play up to Furman. Schwaller, long ball to Kling. Bounces over her, but Kling grabs it.
I like the idea since she's being so aggressive.
Right. Try to catch her off guard.
It reminds me of the Howard's Grove game when that keeper was extremely aggressive.
Yep. Howard's Grove jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first half, and then Sager put 2 in the back of the net in the second from long distance. But that eventually not enough for the Raiders to come back as they lose by 1 goal to open up the season as well, like I mentioned in pregame.
Yeah, Falls losing to them 4-0 is still a little mystifying to me. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But like we talked about earlier with our game against Sheboygan Lutheran Christian, sometimes the score does not depict what happened in the game.
Absolutely. And Kiel didn't play their best game against Howards. It was their first game.
Yep.
A lot of inexperience on the field, on the pitch, not as much connectivity. But now they've built that, like we said in pregame, the togetherness and the bond that this Raiders team has built stronger this whole year. Vandermeer plays it to Walsdorf on the far side. Ball over to Reinl. Reinl plays a split, but it will go on the touchline for the goal kick for Langenfeld, likely to take.
Coming in for the Falcons, number 10.
Falls is winning some possession back here. They're starting to settle in.
Madison Ortlieb subs in for the Falcons. Langenfeld will take that goal kick. Yeah, not bad at all. She's definitely improved from the start of the year, like you said, through the practice, through the efforts in practice, and she always is working with her dad. I see after practice too, which is great.
Her dad and Emmett, right?
Yeah, likely.
Mm-hmm. That's a good battle by Harper.
Yeah,
Love it.
retains possession there on the far side, plays it off to Vandermeer. Vandermeer to Schwaller in the middle. Nice awareness from Schwaller there.
I like that little move.
Yeah. Tries to play it up to Furman. Furman with possession here on the near side. Furman looking in the middle for Schwaller. Won't find it. Falls back in possession. There's a ball played on the near side touchline. Reinl over there with the speed. Goodman, nice job kicking that one out of bounds. Kiel's going to get the throw in here on the near side. Goodman will take that. Nice shield from Furman. Yep, I was thinking the same thing. Nice aggression from Sager there. Good footwork. Plays one off to Vandermeer. Great pass from Sager. Vandermeer, looking for Walsdorf on the far side. It'll be Schlewe. It'll be kicked off Walsdorf. Schlewe to take the throw on the far side. Schlewe plays one to midfield. Nice ball from the senior defender.
There's Bink again. Love it. Oh.
Yeah. Bink, nice job shielding off Reinl. Bink ends up clearing it out to the near side. Great effort from the junior captain.
Yeah, love that effort. That was kind of tough there. I thought Reinl was going to be able to sneak between them.
Yeah, tough positioning, and especially with the speed of Reinl, that's a tough play to make. Goodman was trying to play Furman here on the near side, and it'll be a throw-in for the sophomore Beaumont.
It's interesting they're having Beaumont do the throw-ins on this side and Schlewe on the other side.
Yeah. Played back to that Falcons defensive line. There's Gutschau playing a nice ball to the top. There's the speed from Schwaller. Schlewe right in front of her, and she's going to clear one out to the far side. That's not going to be fun for the ball getters to get, Troy.
No, it's not.
You have experience with that. How does that make you feel when you see a ball go over there? You got to go.
I think Krista might have to step in and help out, but she's doing stats tonight for John Moore.
Yes, yep,
she's doing double duty.
She's going to hopefully get us the halftime stats,
good rip
too.
by Schwaller. Got a corner out of it.
Nice save as well from Kling, too, on that far side. And, yes, you're right. It'll be a corner for the Raiders. And it'll be Gutschau taking them. And with corner kicks for the Raiders, it's been Gutschau taking them there on that far side. And then on the near side here, with the lefty, Ella Vandermeer has been taking them.
She did not lift that the way she wanted to.
Nope. Got a wasted possession for the Raiders. Still looking to regain here.
They're going from grass last night back to turf tonight, so probably trying to adapt.
A little bit of adjustment, absolutely. Good point.
Yeah, some of the girls look like they were on both teams. Looked like they were running in quicksand last night. It was a wet, thick turf last night.
Yeah,
thick
that's
grass.
right. That's right. Wrightstown's on. Yeah.
And it was wet.
I remember playing there the scrimmage too, and it was really wet. Yeah, I can imagine. We always have our scrimmages there. A throw in from Schlewe there on the far side. Schwaller, nice aggression there, pushing down the big Addison Schlewe there.
Toby's looking to take a shot, Miles.
Yep.
Ooh, a good D.
Sager was looking for the far shot there, but good defense from Addison Schlewe there on the back line. And it's going to be a Raiders throw-in on the far side with a sub waiting there.
Well, into the 16 minutes, still knotted up at 0-0.
Yeah. Well, we saw with Cedar Grove that, when did Cedar Grove get their first goal? Pretty early,
It was
right?
early.
Three minutes.
3 minutes
That's what I
in.
thought, yeah. So both these teams still trying to feel each other out, but there's been some good opportunities, some good chances, some good playmaking for both teams, as a matter of fact. It's going to be a far side throw-in for Niles, moving up to take that throw, and now she's got to get back here on the counter from the Falcons. Rhino navigating in the midfield. Plays one off to the far side to Ortleb. Uselding is going to shield off, and it's going to be a goal kick as a result. Approaching the 17th minute here from Pfeiffer Field. And Langenfeld to take that goal kick once again.
They're taking the short away here, so she's going long again.
Yep. Yeah, they probably watched their film, did their homework, noticed. Well, I'm not sure that they saw Langenfeld take the goal kicks because maybe Gutchow was taking them, but taking that short away is definitely forces Maya to go long. Beaumont battling with Sager here on the near side. Beaumont gives it away to Schragi. That's going to be a near side throw-in for Goodman, the freshman. Gives it off to Furman. Sager with lots of room trying to find Vandermeer, just misplaces her. Walsdorf retains possession. Nice footwork from the freshman, but good defense from Carpenter there on the far side. Be a throw-in from the Falcons on the far side.
Well, we have our answer. See the track girls at the subline.
Yep, there you go. Both of them, McDowell and Vogel, checking in there.
The only one up there is Fromm, but I'm sure she'll enter at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you mentioned, in the Cedar Grove Belgium game, she was very crucial, big impact with the speed and the experience on the defensive line. And in the end, only one goal for that Rocket squad.
Coming in for the Raiders, number 11, Addison Vogel, and number 19, Madison McDowell.
So like you said, the track duo checking in. You know them, Vogel and McDowell. Main track athletes, then soccer, their B sports. So missing a lot of practices and games, but they make use when they're here.
They definitely do. They add some speed, experience. It's good to see him here. Good to see him out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Along with Fromm, like you mentioned, too, a main track athlete, and soccer, her B sport as well.
It's a good touch by Jazz.
Yep. Rhino thought she was going to go along, so she jumped in the air, and Bink went right around her. And hit the referee, so it's going to be, looks like a Falls kick because Falls kicked it, right?
Yep.
Or no? Not sure. No, Kiel kicked it the other way.
Not sure what he's doing.
Yeah.
Here.
I don't know how.
Oh, no. Off
Hits
the crossbar.
Thought it would have chipped Langenfeld. almost the same thing that happened last year, but hits the crossbar. Rhino tries to play one in, and it's going to be a goal kick as a result.
I think that must have been a foul because if he would have rolled it, we could have come closer to the ball. He was pushing us back. There was a foul there, and Schlewy did what she should, kick it right away because we were not ready.
Yeah, because we had possession, too, when we kicked it, so it would have been a drop ball for us. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Should have been a foul.
That is where Addison Schlewy is dangerous right there.
And almost the first goal in this one here from Kiel from the senior Schlewy. Niles playing one up to Vogel there on the far side. So it's going to be Vogel on the far side wing, and then McDowell here on the near side. Vandermeer plays one back to the midfielder, Schrage, the sophomore. Yeah, Bink doing a great job on the defensive line.
I got Maddie's speed here.
Yeah,
I like it.
This is the track athlete in action here. McDowell on the near side.
Let it go. Could be a corner.
Gets pushed by Schroeder there. Near side official calls it a goal kick.
Interesting.
Did you not agree?
Ref's always right.
Yeah.
Even though his last name might be Schlewy. It's a true.
It is? Really? I never looked. Interesting.
It's their father. It's all good.
Yeah.
He called it like he saw it.
Yep, absolutely. They have the best view in the house. There's a ball, goal kick up to Reinl. Played back to Beaumont here on the near side. Halfway through this first half here from Kiel. Still nothing here, but plenty of good chances from both squads here in this one.
Just missing a little bit in the midfield, not connecting the dots.
Yeah. They were at first. They really steamed off the shoot. Would you agree?
Oh, here we go. This is a good chance.
Sager with the left, gets past the defenders.
Oh,
great save by Kling,
keeper.
and she regains possession. Great job from the freshman keeper coming out on the junior captain Sager. And if she didn't come out, that would have most definitely been a goal. There was no defense in Sager's path.
It's a good timing of that run. Good pass. I think that was Walsdorf giving her the ball.
Yeah.
It's good.
Sager's footwork got her past the defensive line.
That keeper did an incredible job. That's impressive for a freshman. She might be a little bit dinged up back there after that spill.
Yeah. There's Schrage in the middle. Turns it over to Schlewy. Bella regains possession, plays it off to Vandermeer. Bad touch for Vandermeer, forces a turnover in the midfield like you mentioned. Vogel plays to Schrage. Schrage turns it over again in the midfield. Now that falls counter. Plays it off to Reinl here on the near side. Callaway right on Reinl's back, though. Schlewy plays one, and field goal is good, Troy.
Yeah, she did not hit that right. That was a good look for her.
It seemed like it was maybe in the air, too, and that's why she didn't get a great touch on it. Still bouncing. Goal kick, nevertheless, for the freshman keeper, Maya Langenfeld. Plays one off to the far side. Nice ball to Vogel. Vogel gives it right back up to the Falcons, though. There's a long shot from Schlewy, I believe, in the midfield.
I'm not remembering that, but two left-footed shots. It looks like she's dominant left.
Yeah. Well, a pair of lefties in the midfield. Vandermeer from the Raiders and Schlewy from the Falcons.
This is a good opportunity here.
Yep. Sager draws the follow there from about midfield. And it's looking like Vandermeer might take it. Or maybe Bink. Bink is going to be the one to take it there from the defensive line.
She's got to be patient here. Let him set up. Let Ella get set up.
Here it is from Bink. Skips over the middle. Bad touch from Schwaller. Now the Falcons play one up here on the near side. Bink right there, though, to regain.
But the move to put her back at center back has been absolutely brilliant.
Beneficial to this point, I would agree. Here's Goodman here on the near side.
Good
Plays
shield
one
by
off.
Maddie.
Yeah, physical between Beaumont and McDowell this whole game while she's been in. And even with Furman as well. And those are, a trio of physical athletes too, especially Furman and McDowell.
Nice give and go there.
Vandermeer to Niles. It has definitely been a physical match out there. You can even tell from up here. Would you agree?
Agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, both teams definitely using that as an emphasis.
The conference thrown on stake here tonight. We approach 25 minutes into this first half. Vandermeer plays 1-2 Vogel on the far side. From now over there checking in for the Raiders.
Yeah, there's our third track athlete.
Yep. And a great one as well compared along with McDowell and Vogel.
Interesting. 2 center backs, Bink and From.
Uselding's going to check out, and now, like you said, those 2 center backs and From will be on that defensive wing with the speed and the experience she has. Now Schlewe again going to take that throw in from the far side. She's got a long throw in her back pocket. Vandermeer looking far side. It's going to be a throw in for the Raiders.
Miles, if you'd have told me that you'd have From and Bink at the 2 center backs with Niles and Callaway as our defensive wings, I would have. A couple weeks ago, I would have said you were nuts.
Yep, yeah.
I see Pops in the crowd, Miles. Mikey D's out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I haven't seen him in many games. This might be his first one.
Oh, it's a good ball.
Good ball from Sager to Furman, I believe, on the near side. 1-on-1, Furman.
Good
Great
shield, good
defense
D.
from the Falcons there.
Good
and
D.
Kling will pick it up to make amends to the threat. Is that Furman? Furman near side, I believe, right?
That is Furman,
yeah. That's not McDowell.
Yeah,
Didn't
McDowell
recognize her.
subbed out.
Yep.
Vogel stayed in.
I didn't see her check back in.
This is a tough battle here.
Yeah, good. The tall Schlewe and the shorter Goodman. 1-on-1 here on the near side. Here's Vogel with lots of room in the midfield.
She's got to take that. She's got to take that space.
Yeah, had lots of open space. Here's McDowell pressuring though. They must have switched though because McDowell's in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Here's a Falcons throwing from the sophomore Victoria Beaumont.
They actually have McDowell up at striker.
Yeah.
For Deanna.
And then Vogel and Furman there on the wings. Here's Sager. Turns one over to Moorin.
Well, Maya's got to come out.
Yeah, Maya does have to come out.
Oh, don't get my corner on that.
Yeah. I would agree. Langenfeld's got to come out for that one. There's no one really behind Bing, too, so she's got plenty of time and space and comfort to do so. Reinald's going to take this throw in here on the near side instead of Victoria Beaumont. Goodman plays one up to Furman. Furman 1-on-1 with Beaumont. Beaumont plays it back. Stabbing there from Furman. We haven't seen much of that in this game. Too bad.
That needed to be the classic basketball drill, small steps.
The
Miles.
closeout, yeah, I would agree. I love that. There's a nice ball from
keeper.
Furman.
Man.
Kling is right there to scoop it up, though.
I am impressed by this keeper.
The sweeper keeper indeed, and showing her presence here in this one as we approach 28 minutes in this first half. There's a ball up to Reinl. Goodman here on the near side.
Nice touch.
It's been a great battle between Reinl and this Raiders defensive line. So far, keeping them scoreless to this point. Don't want to jinx, though, obviously. And the announcer's curse, Troy, you know what that is?
I don't believe in it.
No, you don't, really?
I do not believe in it.
Really? Interesting. We literally just had one. Brandon and I's last baseball game, he mentioned Ludwig's one home run, and boom, he hits a home run to win the game.
Yeah?
Vogel far side.
It's a good step by Bella.
Yeah. Falcons regain possession here. Marching up. Plays one to Reinl.
They have more in marking Tavi.
Yeah. There's a long shot from the outside. Langenfeld right there. Good save from the freshman keeper off the shot from, I believe that is Grunwald in the midfield.
Yep. Natalie.
That's the first time we've mentioned her name here this evening.
Another teammate of Tavi's on LUFC for a few years.
Yeah.
Along with the Schlewe sisters.
Great player as well, coming in with 8 goals, leads the team and tied for third in the conference with Harper.
That's a good hustle. You had to dump it, keep it down here.
Be 2 substitutions coming in for the Raiders. It's going to be Kara Madsen and Harper Walsdorf. 2 freshman duo there. McDowell
Number 12, Harper Waldsworth.
and
Number 20, Kara Madsen.
defender subbing back out. Not sure. Can't pick up who that is on the far side.
Have a shot.
Sager all alone is going to take one from the outside. Great save from Kling there. And she makes amends of the shot from Sager.
Shout out to Brandon Muehlbauer. Not cool, Miles.
I know. I'm sorry, Brandon. I snitched. I told him I wouldn't say anything. That is true. That's nice that he's watching. Shout out, Brandon. Doing all the baseball broadcasts. We'll be back on air Saturday for the game against Port Washington, I believe.
Tough loss for the boys tonight. We heard 7-1 against New Holstein. Tough loss. Girls softball is also in action against Two Rivers, I believe, lost 6-5.
Yep, something like that. And then the golf team as well.
Yep.
Winning their invitational, I guess you could say, or their what would you call that? Like a just.
I think it was some invite chat said.
Invite, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Approaching the 31st minute here in the first half. Still 0-0 here on the board from Kiel High School. Niles to throw in there on the far side. Sager, nice touch there in the midfield, getting by Falcons defenders. Ends up turning it over to Beaumont. Rhino plays it to the far side to Mendez. Bank, nice ball up to Vogel, I believe, on the far side.
Good shield.
Vogel being very patient there on the far side, looking for something. And it's going to be a Kiel throw. Nice job from the junior Vogel.
Addison's showing off some foot skills there. Haven't seen that in a while. I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
Still got it.
All right. Showing your presence here in this one this evening. Nice step from Niles. Plays one to Sager. Raiders on the counter. Sager looking from the far side. Nice speed and footwork there from the junior captain, and it'll be a Kiel throw-in as a result.
She has that number 4 Morin in her pocket.
Yeah.
Last year it was Beaumont. This year it's Morin.
Yep.
Terrorizing her.
Yep. Got to get the all sorts of experience there for Sager. All sorts of options. Mixing it up. Good step from Goodman on Rhino. Great matchup, though. Those two have battled all night to this point. Rhino and Goodman, that being. Schlewe to throw in on the far side. Approaching 33 minutes in this first half. Nice physicality from Grunwald there in the midfield. Plays one off to Schlewe. Schlewe looking for Mendez. Mendez with possession. Bink takes it on the far side, looking upfield.
Good ball.
Plays one to Vogel, but just misplaces her there on the far side. And it'll be a turnover for the Raiders and Falcons throw-in. Schlewe. Ball to Reinl. Goodman. Heads one off to looking for Vandermeer, but it'll be Schlewe back in possession. Plays one off to the far side to Mendez. And it'll be a goal kick as a result. 33-15 here in this first half.
Uselin coming back in for Fromm.
Yeah, Fromm some good minutes there on that back line. And Langenfeld will take the goal kick here. We approach 6 minutes to play here in this first half.
Need to get one in before half, Miles.
Yeah.
Be a huge momentum swing if we do.
Absolutely. Or get out of the half too would be great as well. Vogel still on that far side with her track duo. McDowell still on the bench.
Good step by Callaway.
Vandermeer in the middle. Turns it over. Bing clears it out here to the near side. Walsdorf on Beaumont. It'll be a Beaumont throw as a result. And a substitution for the Falcons. They take on Kewaskum on Thursday after this one.
And we get Valders again at home.
Yeah, yep. And we get Valders here this time rather than at Valders. The second set of the conference leg. Schroeder here on the near side looking for the throw. Boy, Troy, this sun will just not set yet, too. We've been looking at it all game.
I think we'll get it out here after halftime.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I mean, can't complain, though. Beautiful day here today. We needed one.
Incredible
It's
day.
been so cold, so droopy. Needed a nice day.
It's working on the tractor today, Miles.
Nice. A perfect day to do it.
Getting the tractor ready at lunch today.
Nice. Love it.
Oil change.
Yep.
Get the blades on. Snowblower came off
Nice.
Sunday.
Yep. Right. Shouldn't need any snow. Let's knock on wood for that.
You're not jinxing that. That ain't happening.
Yeah. Never know though. You know, Wisconsin is a questionable. Got some questionable weather.
I do remember a Sager birthday on April 15th one year. We got a whole bunch of snow, so I agree. It
Yeah.
comes late.
Yeah. Who was that? Who was the birthday?
That was Tavi.
Yeah, it was. Nice. Throw in on the far side for the Falcons. Approaching 36 minutes into this first half. Still 0-0 here from Pfeiffer Field, Kiel, Wisconsin. Rhino with possession, far side. Tries to play one up. Nice defense from Uselding, and she makes amends to the threat. McDowell back in on that striker spot. Plays one to Madsen. Kara wasted possession there. Turns it over, but Vandermeer gets it right back in the middle.
Got to connect the dots better here.
Yeah, Raiders turn it over. Then the Falcons get possession and turn it right back over. Sager, nice play to Madsen, just a little out in front of her, but a great idea from the junior captain. Madsen looking for something. Got tripped up by Schlewy.
Good battle by those two freshmen right there. I
Yeah.
like it.
Madsen with the nice patience looking for something. Had the drop for Goodman. I think she was calling for it. Couldn't get it in time, though. Kiel throwing here on the near side. 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Walsdorf possession. Trying to squeeze through those bunch of...
Came out of there with it.
Yeah.
Madsen's just playing kickball. We got to possess.
Ball from Madsen, but Kling has been there all night and continues to do so here now. Kling's got a nice punt as well, too, along with Langenfeld. Good shield from Niles there on the far side. Great job. As they end up with possession. Vandermeer plays it back to Uselding, swinging it over.
I like the swing.
Yeah. Right away, too. No hesitation. Bink looking for something. Using kind of that wing, what should I say, skill, playing one up there.
Need to trap him in here, keep him down here.
Like you said, it would be huge, a momentum shifter if Kiel gets one here before the half. Useling with time there on the back line. Plays one to Goodman. Minute 50 to play here from Kiel High School. Taken right back by Grunwald there in the midfield.
Good step by Maddie.
Kind of some kickball going on right now. Madsen near side. Looking for Walsdorf, but just misplays there. Near side, Goodman pressuring.
Nice ball.
The junior Ortlub. Raiders now on the counter. Schwaller midfield plays one off to Vandermeer. Raiders trying to get this momentum shifter here before the half. Kiel throwing on the far side. You hear Coach Pritchard yelling quick, trying to get one here before the end of the half.
1 minute.
1 minute to play. There's Sager there on the far side. Plays one to her teammate Vandermeer. Lots of physicality. The referee's going to let him play. Vandermeer had a decent chance, but just not enough time to shoot it there. Good ball from Bink to play it right back into the defensive third.
Nice job by that keeper again, coming out.
Kling has done a great job here in this first half, and a good save to end the first. 25 seconds to play. Now the Falcons trying to respond in their own way. Nice
job by Ava.
Yeah. Langenfeld scoops it up. 10 seconds count here from Pfeiffer Field.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Sager, possession in the midfield, and that will end the first half here from Kiel High School. Scoreless from Pfeiffer Field. We'll take a break, step aside, and bring you the halftime show. You're listening to Kiel Raider Radio.
Go Kiel Raiders! Premier Financial Credit Union proudly supports our hometown teams. With offices in Kiel, New Holsting, and Chilton, Premier Financial Credit Union is your hometown community credit union. To learn more about the credit union difference, please visit yourpfcu.com. As with most other things in life, the key to achieving your long-term financial objectives is preparation. Your goal may be to protect your family during your working years or guarantee your own retirement security. These things won't happen by accident. It is important to map out a strategy that will help you meet those goals. The good news is that it is never too late to start. Of course, preparing your financial future can be intimidating. Luckily, you do not have to do it alone. Putting your strategy into action starts with a simple phone call to your local New York Life agent, Todd Oleg. You can find Todd on the 300th block of Fremont Street in Kiel. Todd brings knowledge and expertise to help families and businesses in Kiel and surrounding communities achieve financial success. He looks forward to seeing you soon. Go Raiders!
Real Logistics was born in October of 2016 to support the growth and expanding needs of our customers. Real Logistics LLC has become a reputable freight brokerage service. Our team is up for every job, managing transportation needs with the skill and experience our customers have come to expect. We want our customers to be satisfied with our work, which is why we provide open communication channels throughout the duration of each load move. Real Logistics started as a family-owned business, and those values still hold true across the organization today. Individual attention, personal responses, caring attitudes, and sincere appreciation for our business partners remains the core of our success. We value the opportunity to earn your trust and business each and every day. Real Logistics, a proud supporter of Raider football.
Are you looking for someone to build you your new house, or maybe remodel your old aging home? Maybe you need some small work done, like installing a storm door or a new window. Those little home improvements that you just can't find the time for, or maybe you just don't know how. Well, Albright Again Home Improvements has you covered, where no job is too small. If interested, give us a call at 920-894-7507 or shoot us an email at albrightagainllc@yahoo.com. Located in Kiel, call Albright Again Home Improvements for all your home improvement needs.
Stop in at Mike's Kiel Lounge, the coolest bar in town with a bird's eye view of the river. Open every day at noon, except Tuesdays at 1:30. Stop in for some great food and drinks and check out our daily specials. Sunday and Monday, enjoy half-price appetizers. On Tuesdays, cheeseburger and fries. On Wednesday, indulge on chili cheese fries. And on Thursdays, brat patties and poppers. And on Fridays, enjoy mini tacos and chicken wings. Right next to the post office in Kiel, visit Mike's Kiel Lounge.
Oh, Sarah Raminger's watching now too.
Nice.
Shout out.
As we welcome you back to Kiel High School. Scoreless here at the half. And we talked about the weapons both teams have, the connectivity that the Raiders have shown off here in the first half, but neither team have been able to put one here in the back of the net in that first half.
Yeah, very even match, Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely even. Shots on goal, corner kicks. I think we got to take over the midfield. Pretty even in the midfield. If we take over the midfield, kind of break them down a little bit, that's going to be the difference in the game.
Yeah, you talked about the similarity between the two. We've seen equal amount of chances for both. As I pull up the halftime stats. 4 shots for Falcons with Kiel's 3. 1 corner with Sheboygan Falls 0. 4 saves each for Kling and Langenfeld. Obviously our score at 0. So lots of similarity there between the two. And we talked about similarity too in pregame. Both these teams 3-0 in conference. They're playing for the crown of the conference here tonight. So should be a great second half and, yeah, great first half as well, even if we are scoreless.
Yeah, I agree. And the other thing I just thought of is their keeper is being extremely aggressive. It's worked. It's worked for her in the first half. We need to take advantage of that, crash the goal with a couple bodies, and get it maybe a shot from afar.
Kling comes into action with 35 saves, now 39 here in this one, an 83.3 save percentage, which is second best in conference. On the other hand, Langenfeld, 32 saves, which is 4th out of 6 in the conference, and an 82.1% save percentage.
That's impressive.
So both great and young keepers we have here on stock tonight, but have done a great job. As you see, we have a scoreless game here from Kiel.
Yeah, and I would say Maya's making some of those short hop saves look easy. That's not easy.
Yeah,
some
absolutely.
Of those short hop saves. So good half by the keepers. Now got to get some offense going here.
Absolutely. We have a short halftime presentation here. We'll take our second break of the half. Bring it back to you for almost the start of the second half. You're listening to Kiel Raider Radio.
Are you looking for a great atmosphere and great food? Look no further than the Gravel Pit in Kiel. Try one of our great weekly specials. $2.25 burgers on Tuesdays, Chef's Choice on Wednesdays, pick a wrap and fries for $10 on Tuesdays, and get yourself a steak sandwich and fries or maybe a perch basket with fries or potato salad before Raider football on Friday nights. And finish off your week with a crispy chicken sandwich and fries for just $10 on Saturdays. Call 920-894-8493 for details. That's 920-894-8493. The Gravel Pit, located just outside of Kiel on Highway 57.
At On Point Financial Group, we offer a straightforward, holistic approach to building financial strategies focused on you, your schedule, your circumstance, and your objectives. Whether you are preparing for a milestone life event like retirement, sale of a business, or simply looking for financial protection for the future, On Point Financial Group promises to offer you a new level of attention, insight, and guidance. The Lumberyard Brewery is now open. Guests are welcomed into the beautifully renovated 1920s brick building. With 12 craft beers and cocktails and a family-friendly environment, the Lumberyard is perfect for afternoons on the patios, evenings out, or as an event space for weddings, meetings, and celebrations of all sizes. Stop in for a pint and experience the historical charm of the Lumberyard Brewery in downtown Kiel. Follow them on Facebook for constant updates of their beer offerings.
With over 15 years of experience, Dynamic Heating and Cooling is the only call you need to make for your air conditioner, furnace, air handler, boiler, or ductless system needs. They offer free estimates so you know exactly what to expect when they come to your temperature rescue. Call 920-838-5599 for your heating and cooling needs. Dynamic Heating and Cooling supports your Kiel Raiders.
Kingbaum Services is a proud supporter of Raider football. Kingbaum Services specializes in concrete flatwork, including driveways, sidewalks, buildings, slabs, and patios, as well as stamped and decorative concrete. Reach out to Kingbaum Services at 920-946-3704 or email kingbaumservices@gmail.com for a free estimate on all of your upcoming concrete needs.
Sargento is now hiring general production roles starting at $24 an hour at their new location in Fond du Lac County. Award-winning benefits, tuition assistance, and a 401k plan that ranks among the top 1% in the U.S. Work for a leading national brand right in your community. Go to careers.sargento.com and apply today. Sargento, your passion, our
2-1. Welcome back to Pfeiffer Field here from Kiel, Wisconsin. A scoreless first half to this point. One thing Troy and I were talking about there during that ad break is the subs and the depth that Coach Pritchard and Coach Goebel have been putting in from the track stars, McDowell, Vogel, and then From and Bink, those new on the back line in this one. And Troy, what do you think that's played a part in this one?
Oh, it's been huge. I'm really impressed with Jasmine on how she's just stepped in and showed her athleticism and really connecting the dots from back there. A lot of times somebody stepping into that role is just going to play kickball back there.
Yep.
But I think her being on the wing, moving back there, she's just naturally looking for a dot to connect.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I was just about to say the skills that you have here on the wing play a part there on that defensive line, and she's got to build new habits as well with that a completely different position there back on the defense. So I would agree. She's done a great job, and to compliment off that, Goodman has done a great job on Reinl, the speed Reinl has, but she's been right there with him, right there with her every single time. So should be a great second half, a scoreless first half. So both teams definitely going to be coming out aggressive here.
Yeah, and the sun did go down. Sun is setting here.
Right. We won't have to hold the hand from what we've had to up in the booth, as we are almost set for tap. The Falcons will get tapped to start this one.
Getting the crowd going here. I like it.
Yeah. I didn't even hear what Jim said. Did you hear?
I have no idea, but something got the crowd going.
Yeah.
I like it.
We are ready for second half action. Rhino will take the tap from midfield. Here we go. Second half from Pfeiffer Field underway. Scoreless. Miles Detroit, Troy Sager. Raiders get possession back here off the Falcons tap. Like I mentioned, the early aggression here to start for the Raiders.
I like the switch here. Looks like Tavi got pushed to striker.
Yeah.
Trying to get
interesting.
Trying to get some offense going.
Absolutely. I don't blame Coach Pritchard and Coach Goebel over there. Right idea, nice idea. Try to just throw something at the Falcons off the bat. Try to catch them off guard and get an early one here, which would be a huge momentum shifter.
Yep.
A far side throw in for Goodman now. As you see, completely changed sides. We saw Goodman here on this near side to the left, and now she's on the far side right. Far side out of bounds. It'll be a Falcons throw-in, pardon. Molly Schlewy, the younger sister to Addison, navigating on the far side. Gutchow trying to find Furman there on the far. Nice touch from Uselding, plays it off to Walsdorf, the freshman. Now the Raiders back on the counter. Walsdorf plays one off to Schwaller, just misses her now in the midfield. Like you mentioned, Sager back at the striker, up at the striker, I should say.
Yeah, they still are keeping number 4 as a mark on her. So they actually have now 5 defenders back there. The mark on her has stayed, and 4 defenders. So she got to deal with 5 defenders back here.
Sienna Moore in number 4 is coming in with 2 goals and assists on the year. Trying to shut down the junior captain Sager. Raiders have possession. Schwaller tries to flick one off to Sager. Vandermeer with possession, plays one back to Goodman on the far side. Nice shield from Furman, but instead it's going to be Falcons' possession. Didn't time it just right. Gutchow kicks one out to the far side. Falcons throw in.
A little bit different here for Deanna as well. Now Deanna's got to play the center, center strike or the center midfielder role. That's a different role for her.
Yeah, she's played it, I feel like, occasionally this year, but not as much at that striker spot as she has.
It's because they got 5 defenders. I mean, Deanna's just wide open in the middle.
Yep,
wide open.
And she can make use there in the middle.
That middle is just wide open. Look, here we go.
Yeah, look at it right now on your screen. Schwaller with room, like we just said, there in the middle. Push from behind from a Falcon defender. Goodman on the far side. She is also pushed in the back, and it's going to be a Raiders kick as a result.
Continues to be physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say ref both ways, letting it play physical, which is good, very consistent.
And some of that I strongly feel you got to let that play. That's part of the game is being physical and two teams trying to battle here for the conference, so
Yep.
you're not going to get away with it easily.
She didn't lift that the way she wanted to.
Yeah, Bing plays one right on the turf, but Raiders get back possession. We've seen the theme so far, the Falcons get possession and just turn it right back over. A far side throw in for the Raiders.
What should be open here now in this half is our wings. So we got Ava and Harper, along with Deanna in the middle. Should have some options.
Yeah, and the speed those two have, and along with McDowell and Vogel there as the reserves on the bench as of now. Be another throw in for Goodman.
What do we have going on here? We got a little scuffle.
Yeah.
Wow.
With Furman there on the far side. I didn't see it at first.
A card came out for Furman.
Furman, I believe, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was going on there.
No, I thought it was about the throw, and they were complaining about the call. But
me too. I
yeah.
thought the exact same thing. But then I watched him pull a card right away.
Because it kind of looked like Goodman didn't put it all the way back on the throw-in. I thought it'd be a penalty on the throw-in because she didn't look like she'd go all the way back. But
I'm not sure if that was brewing over there or what was going on.
Yeah.
Maybe a little battle of words over there. Not sure what was happening.
Not sure at all, but nevertheless, it'll be a card for the sophomore Ava Furman.
Deanna still got space. Tabby's got space.
Here's Sager making use there at the striker spot. Just guarded heavily there by the Falcons defenders, though. Plays it back to Schlewy. Schlewy with lots of room, lots of time there on the back line. Sager chasing after her. Plays one up to her younger sister, Molly.
Oh, that's a good ball. Great play by Jasmine.
Yep, way to contain there on the far side. Goodman plays one up to Walsdorf. Nice footwork there from Walsdorf. She's on the run here on the near side. Plays one off to Schwaller. Good footwork once again.
Just missed the through ball.
Yeah, if Sager got possession there, that could have been dangerous.
Game of inches, Miles.
Yeah, it is.
Inches
Just like
right
any
there.
other sport.
Yep. Here again, as we move the pieces around, we're just trying, the girls are just trying to figure out how to connect these dots as they try different positions. It's a big chess mess.
Yeah.
We got chess on grass here.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. And even we talked about feeling each other out here in the first half. Goodman plays one out. Nice job there from the freshman defender playing one out to the far side. As I was saying, though, we talked about settling in the first half, but there's even some settling in here in the second, too, with, like you said, new positions, changes there for both teams, trying to feel each other out. Useling plays one up. Turns it over to Moore in there in the midfield. Mooren rotates to the near side here. Schwaller keeps it in but gives it back to Mooren. Mooren with a big space here, looking for a far shot. Going to take it with left foot and just misses it way to the right, and it'll be a goal kick as a result.
I don't remember her much from last year, but she's impressing me that more. I mean, she made a run from way back on defense.
I believe it says 12 here, but
yeah, I saw
Sienna
that.
Mooren, I don't know.
It's 4. You got it right.
It is, okay.
She's the one who's been working, Tawi.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, with sports and the official roster here, I believe Kiel does that. Are a little different.
Aye.
Just part of the challenge of being a broadcaster. You got to deal with conflicting websites telling you different things.
Abigail Beaumont there with a nice step. Harper and Tavi still trying to connect the dots here.
Abigail and her sister Victoria have done a good job so far in this one for the physical, especially with the Victoria Beaumont, the sophomore, we saw here on the near side. Possibly
trying some kickball here. This might not be too bad.
Ball up to Sager at the striker spot. Schlewy's right there. Sager breaks away, but Kling is right there to scoop it up. Break away from Sager, but Kling makes amends.
Good ball by Jasmine. I like the change of pace.
And Sager broke away just like that. Could have had a shot, but Kling just again right there as she was in the first half.
again, that keeper making the right decision.
Absolutely.
A little hesitation there. That would have been a shot.
Both keepers have been incredible so far to this point, obviously keeping a 0 on both their alternate teams' scoreboard. I believe that's Furman checking back in after maybe it's Vogel.
That's Eddie.
Vogel checking back in. Yeah, I mean, if you're the Kiel coaching staff over there, you maybe keep Furman out. That it seemed like a pretty, not anything happened too, just jawing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
From what I saw, I don't know about you, but
I'm not sure what was going on there.
Yeah.
So more chess match here, moving Maddie McDowell up top and Tabby back to center mid.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw really that one breakaway, and that's really about it to start this second half.
Yeah, you got to keep possession at the midfield. That was kind of falling apart.
Yeah, and Sager does a great job there, the leadership and the demonstration in the midfield as well. Schlewe now on the counter, plays one to Uselding, who will kick it up. Vogel coming to. Nice shield from Schroeder there on the far side. Schwaller now here on the counter, trying to play one up to Walsdorf. Good ball here on the near side. Carpenter right on her back. Vandermeer now plays one to Walsdorf. Schlewe gets it right back.
Good step by Ava.
Yeah, I would agree. And great pass from Niles over to Walsdorf. Walsdorf kind of just flicks it though and gives it up. But Schwaller able to get possession back. Both teams seeking their first goal here in this one. And just didn't time that run right. Maddie could have checked two and maybe had a chance, but instead Falcons regain possession.
Good battle up there by McDowell and Schlewe.
Yeah, there have been plenty of good battles so far here tonight. It gets a little chillier. The sun sets here from Pfeifferich.
First day in shorts in the booth, huh, Miles?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe a football game here and there with them, but yeah, for soccer, feels great. Feels nice.
Went from turtlenecks and long pants right to short sleeve shirt and
Yep.
shorts. Love it.
Yep, that's Wisconsin for you.
Yep.
There's Schlewe on the far side.
That's a good battle. It's a good no call.
Yeah, both of them kind of were equaling out, you would say. Oh, she grabbed it there on the sub there for the Falcons. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Still was in play, though. Tried to grab it. I don't know if she actually did.
Shout out to Miss Mariah Murphy watching us on the Huddle Cam and listening to us, Miles.
Nice. Love to see it. Feel free to tune in on the Facebook as well. Shout out Mr. Miller earlier in the stream. I didn't get to you. Sorry about that, Miller.
Yeah, and I
Appreciate
see,
you always tuning in, though.
I see we got Sarah Raminger tuned in as well.
Yeah. Uselding plays one up to Walsdorf. So far in the second half, the Raiders' defense has been stout to this point.
Mm-hmm.
They've been great. Not many shots, not many real true chances for the Falcons' offense.
Just a kickball. We got to connect.
Yeah.
Connect the dots.
That's been a theme. I've heard you say that about 3 times now. Connecting the dots. I would agree.
It needs to be a spider web. Stay
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah. Great point. Here's Sager back in the midfield looking for something. Yeah, 2 girls just chasing after her. I mean, they know the talent that your daughter has, and they got to really shut her down in the midfield.
That was Beaumont and Morin.
Yep.
Double teaming.
Both have been on her all game here tonight. As Mendez checks back into this one. Should be back on the defensive line for the Falcons. It'll be Schlewe taking the goal kick.
Looks like your dad's had enough, Miles. Or else
My
you go to
dad?
the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Detroit, over and out.
I've seen enough. I'm out. He got a call. No, he's probably off call. Oh, who knows? I don't know.
It's a good ball.
Harper on the near side with Schlewe. Schlewe plays it up to Sager. Sager plays one up to Kling.
It's like a little bumper pull in the midfield there.
Yeah,
for a second.
that's a great point. Yeah, 3 she was playing bumper cars with. One of them being the younger sister, Molly Schlewy.
Oh, good battle there. Love it.
Schwaller regains possession, plays one off far side. The Falcons take it right back. Good ball up to Grunwald. Grunwald looking for the game's first goal.
No
nice
call.
physicality from Bink. I thought it was going to be a call, but ref plays on. Handball there, but
probably not extended.
yeah, right. Tucked in. That's what you call a natural position, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Don't let her take a shot here. She can get a shot off.
Schlewy near side, navigating, looking for the long shot. Niles with possession and plays one up. Clears the threat for the Falcons. McDowell plays one far side. That's Vogel battling with Beaumont. Beaumont will kick it out. Raiders throw in.
Still trying to figure out how the heck Howard's Grove scored 4 goals on this defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a mystery. I got some space here.
Sager looking for the long shot. Plays one off to Vandermeer.
Shot for Vandermeer on the left.
Looking for the left.
I like
takes
it.
one.
It's a good
It's going to
shot.
be a nice save from Kling, though, nevertheless.
Yeah,
Kling has done a great job to this point here.
I like that connection there between Tavi and Ella. Ella trying to get her dominant
Left foot. Yep, I was just going to say. She was looking for the left foot. Could have maybe had the right to sneak it past. Found a little window. Bink plays one up to Vogel. Great pass there from the captain, Bink.
One more.
Pushed in the back. They're going to play advantage, I believe.
Yep.
Vandermeer plays one to Walsdorf. Walsdorf, poor touch there, and the Falcons regain possession. Here's Reinl on the counter.
Yeah, I agree with you. The ref saw it, but he played advantage.
Yep, that was a blatant push in the back.
Shout out to Kelly Becker watching online.
Nice. As Schragi checks back into that midfield, I believe, for Schwaller. And now McDowell's going to be at that striker spot. Fif 15 and a half minutes into the second half here from Kiel High School. Vandermeer patrolling the midfield, looking for Walsdorf. Turns it over to Carpenter. Nice hustle here from the freshman Harper. Gets possession back to not Langenfeld, Vandermeer.
Good combination there.
Yeah. Vandermeer on the near side. Physical with Carpenter. Looking to get past her on her dominant foot side.
Ooh.
That's going to be a foul on Vandermeer. I agree with that. She wasn't playing the ball, trying to get Schlewy out of the way.
Oh, it's just a throw-in.
Oh, it's just a throw-in, yeah. I could have seen a foul there, though.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't really playing the ball. Trying to get it out of the way. Schlewy turns it over here on the near side.
Nice job by the side ref there, helping out the ball getter.
Yeah. He was the JV ref for the JV game at 4:30.
Nice.
Nice
What's a good
pullback
ball?
from Walsdorf.
Ooh, we got
Good
it.
ball to Sager. She's breaking away.
Good
Shot
shot.
from Vogel. Tip and a nice
Just over
save
the net.
from Kling, but it's going to be a corner kick regardless. Great opportunity for the Raiders, and really the first true one here in the second half.
That was interesting because Tavi could have taken it. Addison could have taken it. Addison, that was a good rip.
Yeah, nevertheless, it was a great shot from Vogel. And it's going to be Vandermeer now with her dominant foot taking the corner kick here.
Bend it like Ella here.
Yeah, 13 minutes in here to the second half. It's going to be another tipped by a Falcon member.
Got to get these corners up in the air more. Get a header chance here.
13 and a half minutes here in the second half, still scoreless. Vandermeer will take another corner kick here from the far
Oh, I
side.
like that one. I like that
Good
one.
ball. Schlewy plays it out, though. Great job from the senior.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Clearing out of harm's way.
Got to make sure I didn't get her mixed up with her sister.
There's actually 4 of them in the family. These are the 2 oldest ones.
Really?
Yep, 2 more coming up.
I did not know that.
Yep.
What age do you know?
I think there's a 7th grader in there, and then I'm not sure of the youngest one.
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yep.
That'll be great. Probably great athletes as well compared to their 2 older sisters.
Yep. Like we talked about earlier, Addison going to St. Thomas to play hoops.
Basketball, yep.
Yep.
But again, a heck of a soccer player too as well. Does she play volleyball, do you know?
She does.
Yep.
Good volleyball player too.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, talk about a great 3-sport athlete there.
We got the whole Raminger family watching. Now we got Marilyn Raminger watching.
Wow. Awesome to see. There's Bink playing one up to the midfield, and we keep talking about it, but she's doing a great job on the back line so far. Normally plays that winger spot, but, bunch of threats. Tipped over, would have been chipped. Second time it's hit the crossbar. Good talk from Maya there to call it off from, I believe, Uselding.
Wow.
Second time it hits that crossbar here in this one. And that's Langenfeld's crossbar. Yeah, those are 2 great chances that Falcons have had. Good ball to
We got runners.
Tries to play one off, but Falcons are just going to get it, but it's going to be a corner kick nevertheless.
Not sure who's going to take this. Scooches out.
Schwaller's going to check back in.
She might take it.
Schwaller might take it. Yeah, I was just going to say.
Coming in for the Raiders, number 18, Deanna Schwaller.
Still no one over there.
Yep, there goes D.
Yep.
Oh, Jasmine was coming, but they decided it's going to be D's kick.
She took them at the beginning of the year as well a lot, but then Gutchow and Vandermeer started to take them too. Approaching halfway through this second half. Here's the ball from Schwaller. Nice kick from Goodman there. Going to be a corner kick again.
This time Ella.
That far side official was on the, do you see that? The baseline. That's weird. I've never seen that. That's where they're supposed to be?
As long as they have vision through the whole baseline.
Yeah.
The whole end line.
Right.
You're pulling a hoops thing there.
Yeah.
End line. Get up.
Baseline.
Oi, Schlewy again.
Yeah, it's a bunch of corner kicks here in the second half. Here's a chip from Walsdorf. Not a bad idea, but it'll be a goal kick nevertheless for Kling. Yeah, there's been quite a few chances with corner kicks for the Raiders here in the second half, but this Falcons defensive line has done a great job making amends. Schlewy once again to take that goal kick for Kling.
That's 5 corners for us, none for Falls.
Yeah, that's going to be a big difference between the winner and loser of this one. Coming down to the wire. Be a Falcons throw here on the near side from Reinl.
62nd minute.
Tries to find the sophomore Schlewy in the middle. Mendez looking. Tries to play a through ball. Walsdorf now with possession. Looking for Schwaller. Goodman there now on the far side.
Shout out to the Velker family watching.
Nice.
Need some
Kate.
Need some Velker power.
Kate in attendance here over in the student section.
Oh yeah, Katester's down there.
Yep.
Nice.
Love to see it. Good ball there from Grunwald. We haven't seen much of in this game so far. I feel like I've only said her name a few times. It's been a lot of Schlewy. But Grunwald, another great presence there. She's got 8 goals, leads the team, and tied for 3rd with Harper, I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, she only had 1 good run. We've kind of shut her down.
Yeah, which is great. You can shut down as many pieces as you can here in this Falcon squad. 23, approaching 23 minutes into the second half.
Oh, just millimeters again. Just couldn't get it through.
Would have been a great ball to Walsdorf. Kiel still retains possession. Niles battling here with Reinl on the near side. Bad touch there from Grunwald. Bink's just going to likely let this go on the far side, and it's going to be a throw-in nevertheless. Proud supporter of Raiders Soccer, the Kiel Booster Club provides support for all students in all co-curriculars at Kiel High School. KBC raises funds through a variety of events, including the Kiel Triathlon, raffles, uncorked, and concessions that financially support all co-curriculars while enhancing experiences and creating opportunities beyond KASC's budgetary contributions. Find out more info, kielboosterclub.com. Follow us on Facebook. Raiders on the counter there. Niles heads one here on the near side. Walsdorf battling here with Carpenter. Schwaller was all alone there. If she would have gotten a touch, that could have been a good opportunity.
I know Jim usually does this, but I'll do it because I haven't heard it. Shout out to the ball getters.
Yeah.
All the great ball getters out there
I feel like
today.
I haven't heard that all year. Absolutely. Always appreciate them. Good exercise, you said, right? You do it a lot. Yeah. Get to watch the game right in front of you. I mean, a great view.
Extra $5 in the piggy bank.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You can get a lot of Sour Patch Kids for $5.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd buy Tangy Taffy.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Tangy Taffy, maybe a Charleston shoe.
Would you really spend the $5 on Sour Patch, though, or would you? No, yeah.
If I had to choose, it'd be a Charleston shoe or a Tangy Taffy.
Yeah, nice. Not a big Sour Patch fan myself, not really. Oh, he must have heard you. He must have heard you. That's funny. Maybe the not announcer's curse, but announcer's jinx, perchance.
Announcer's reminder. So I see we got.
We'll make all sorts of vocabulary up here.
There you go. I see we got Addison Volga on this wing, coming in for Harper.
Yep. Yeah, I was saying before, you move Bink back on the defensive spot. You have a lot of other great weapons along with Bink there up there. So you put a good threat back there on defense. You have just as many on the offensive end.
Another striker change for us.
Mm-hmm. Is Sager up there, or is she on the wing? Can't really tell.
Yeah, Tavi got pushed up to striker.
Yeah. So the second time in this half that she's been up there.
Chess match continues, Miles.
Yeah, yep. Both teams still trying to get their first equalizer here in this one. Sager looking for Vogel there up top. Here's a breakaway for the Falcons here with numbers.
There's your Grunwald.
Yeah. Grunwald trying to make something happen. She has been shut down to this point. Here's Mendez trying to rip with the right hand. Reinl follows up, but it'll be kicked out by Uselding, and a Falcons throw-in as a result. Schlewe taking that throw-in once again here on the near side.
And she can launch it.
Yeah. Plays one up to Mendez, hits her in the face. Reinl misplaced ball, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Raiders. Raiders will take those mistakes anytime here from this Falcon squad.
67th minute, Miles.
Yep, we're getting there, and still scoreless to this point. Yep. Langenfeld to take the goal kick. Plays one up, but the Falcons going to try to take a long shot, catch Langenfeld off guard. Nice idea, but Langenfeld right there to save it.
There's that short hop again.
Yeah.
She made that look easy.
Yep.
That's not that easy.
Nice job hustling back, too. Sometimes, a bad habit from keepers is you kind of lackadaisical getting back. McDowell plays one up. Nice ball to Sager. Sager with the right hand makes a move, looking for the shot, and just deflected by Schlewe.
Great play by Schlewe.
Yeah, but a great opportunity for Sager.
Great ball by Maddie McDowell.
Vandermeer battling back to get possession along with Vogel, and they do. Vogel now on the near side, looking for their first goal. Vogel tries to play one in the middle. Madsen with a bad touch, and the Falcons are going to get possession back. Not too quick, but Bink will play one to the far side there. A little bit of a kickball going on. Ball pretty high up in the air.
Maddie just trying to save that.
Yeah. Be a Falcons throw-in, I believe, nevertheless.
That was a great battle between Schlewe and Tavi.
Yeah, we talked about the many battles so far in this one. Another one to add on. Far side with Goodman. Throwing for the Raiders. Approaching 12 minutes remaining here in the second half. Coming down to the wire. Uselding plays one up to the midfield. Schwaller now. Good ball to Vogel. Just missed it. Right idea, though, from the freshman. Niles just misplaced the touch, though. Right idea. Plays one to Schwaller. Schwaller with a nice view. Sager, far side. Back turned. Looking for her teammate Vandermeer. Falcons retain possession. Up to Mendez. Mendez to Grunwald in the midfield, trying to make something happen.
Nice job by Callaway getting back.
She plays it back to Bink. Bink now has time there on the far side.
Oh, midfield is wide open.
11 minutes to play here in the second. Kiel throwing far side. Vandermeer chasing after. She gets possession. Vandermeer with lots of time. Plays one up but turns it over to Carpenter.
Nice job, Callaway.
Callaway plays one to Vogel. Vogel near side. Nice footwork there from the junior on
Nice.
Carpenter. Nice view of the
Oh, good
field.
ball.
Plays one to Sager. Just missed her.
Maddie working hard.
Yeah. Oh, McDowell pushed her at the end, too. Very physical game out here. One of the most physical I've seen all year. Even Cedar Grove, I feel like this is a lot more than Cedar Grove. Would you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Very physical.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Yep. The best I've seen all year. Be a goal kick for the Falcons and an ad break. Save the date and join us on Friday, July 25th, our 5th annual NEW Sports Radio Golf Outing. We have been able to support our broadcast students with a scholarship fundraiser where we've handed out $3,000 in scholarships. Save the date, sign up, and join us from Wander Springs Golf Course on Friday, July 25th as we support our students. Goal kick from Schlewy after the ad break. Troy and I were talking. It's a little difficult to get in the ads in soccer. It's pretty fast-paced. Not a lot of... Don't want to miss the action, obviously, especially with 10 minutes here to play. And a 0-0 ball game. Yep, good call.
Handball there.
Handball on Moorin. Possibly the Raiders' first goal here in the 71st minute incoming. Sager to take it from the 29-yard line. Two-person wall there from the Falcons at the 19.
I'm going to pull out Cruzola here. Code word Cruzola.
Yep.
Means hit the back of the net.
Here's Sager trying to chip. Kling just missed her. And it's going to be a goal kick as a result.
She heard me.
Yeah. It's almost like that's your daughter right there, Troy.
Right there. About a foot high.
Yeah, that was the right idea, though. It looked like she was coming out, too. Like, could have had a chance to chip her. 8.5 minutes here to play in the second half. Sheboygan Falls 0, Kiel 0 to this point. That has definitely been the highlight of this game, the score. Madsen there defending in that midfield. Nice ball up there to Ortlup, who hasn't gotten much time as a reserve for this Falcons squad.
Good ball by Jasmine. Good build-up.
Shragi plays one off. Great ball to McDowell on the far side. McDowell, lots of room to roam. Trying to play one in. It's going to be deflected, but a corner, like you said. It's likely going to be Vandermeer, I believe. Yep.
Corner kick being initiated by number 14.
Their 6th corner kick here in the second half for the Raiders, I believe, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And none for Falls the whole game.
Yeah.
Challenge we have here is Schlewy in the middle there.
Vandermeer playing one in, but the Falcons' defensive line has done a great job of utilizing that corner for the Raiders. Approaching 7 minutes to play here in the final half of action.
You could tell Ella tried to get the ball away from Addison Schlewe there.
Really?
Yeah, she tried to bring it out a little bit more.
Yeah. That's I would have never seen that if you weren't here. That's interesting.
Big presence in there. Got to keep the ball away from her.
Absolutely. She has been a name to remember here in this one tonight. Goodman playing one in there on the far side to Schwaller. Schwaller back to McDole. Decent ball. McDole battling there on the far side. Oh, possibly a handball. Yeah, that's Coach Goebel looking for the chip. No, missed it. Coach Goebel and Coach Pritchard over there looking for the handball. Would have been, I believe, that was outside of the box, but still could have been a huge chance for the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know where she was, but it was close.
Yeah. It looked like she was outside. I don't know. Obviously really hard to see up here, the white lines. Not as much as down there.
It was one of those where I didn't see it, but the player implicated herself.
Yeah. She turned it back. She's like, I didn't do that. Uselding hits her own.
Good hustle by Addie. Good for the give and go. I like it.
Yeah. Haven't seen much of that here tonight, and there's a foul from Vandermeer. Going to be a free kick here, under 6 minutes to play in the second.
Natives are getting restless here.
Yeah. It's going to be Schlewe once again. I mentioned before, she is the free kicker here for the Falcon squad. Schlewe, nice ball. Langenfeld. Those are difficult bounces, though, if you got enough speed. She's right there able to take it in.
That shows her leg right there. That's something.
Yep. Yeah, and those are awkward for a keeper, too, because someone could bounce right in front of you and tap that thing in when you're waiting for it. Speaking as a goalie myself, nevertheless, that's just how I feel.
I agree. Well, approaching 5 minutes left here.
Oh, I was just thinking the same thing. Getting down to the wire. Good ball would cling right there.
5 minutes.
Officially 5 minutes to play here in the second half. Kling taking her time, is going to punt one off to Grunwald. Goodman, Mendes chasing her. It's going to be a Falcons throw-in. Schlewe once again taking that throw. She is taking the throws, the kicks, the goal kicks, everything. She is the weapon for this Raider squad.
Good step by Addie.
Schwaller in the midfield battling with Grunwald. It's going to be Madsen trying to find Sager there at the top. Goodman plays one off to Vandermeer on the near side. Vandermeer chasing after.
Good hustle.
4 minutes to play. Trying to play one up to Vogel. Schlewe right there, though, for Vandermeer. Schwaller looking. Sends one to the far side. Nice switch from Schwaller. Good idea.
Oh, I like
Schwaller
that.
playing
I
one
like
up.
that.
That's a great ball to Sager at the striker spot looking. And it's going to be cleared out by Schroeder there on the back line.
Good ball by Deanna.
Yeah, great ball. That could have been dangerous, and Sager was right there for it, too. Possibly another handball there. Goodman up there right away. She's going to try to take a shot of her own, but Kling is right there for it. 3:15 to play here in the second half. 0-0 our score to this point. Both teams inching for the equalizer.
Ooh. Too much mustard on that one.
And the near side official is going to call a late handball. Center official didn't have the great view on it, so. And Kiel still had possession as well, so good call there from the near side official. Trying to get into officiating myself now this season. Took a break a couple years and then.
I love it. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, it's great. I enjoy being out there. I took a break from it and then missed it, so I came back. Nice step there from Vandermeer to Schwaller.
Oh,
good ball to Vogel, near side. Vogel's got a breakaway. Carpenter is right there. Good defense from the Falcons. Throw in for Kiel on the near side. 2:15 to play.
Pushing everybody up.
Yep, I would agree. You got 2 minutes. It's all or nothing. Here's Madsen fighting in the midfield. He's done a great job of that tonight, being physical.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Well, officially 2 minutes here from Pfeiffer Field. Schlewe plays one up. Uselding right there to take it in. Trying to play it back in. Madsen battling over there with the tall sister Molly Schlewe.
Aye.
Right idea for Sager, but Kling has been there all night and continues to do so to this point. Minute and a half to play. Goodman plays one up. Falcons defense is right there on it, though. Minute 15 to play. Schwaller looking.
Good ball.
Kiel inching for the equalizer here.
Touch the middle.
Falcons defensive line right there once again.
1 minute.
One minute here from Kiel High School. Raiders giving it all they have here in the final minutes.
Good battle by Maddie over there.
Niles and Uselding pushing up here. They're going to give everything they got. Be a foul on the Raiders, though, and Falls is going to regain possession.
They are not in any rush.
40 seconds to play, yeah.
I think they're happy with the tie.
Yep, yeah. We are not, though. 30 seconds to play. Schlewe taking her time on the far side. It's going to play a nice ball up to Goodman. Madsen battling there with the younger sister, Schlewe. Falcons now trying to answer in their own way. 15 seconds of play. Far side. Good defense once again from Bink. The countdown commences here from PA announcer Jim.
3, 2, 1.
And that, my friends, is going to do it here from Pfeiffer Field. A outcome not a lot of us expected here from Kiel High School. 0-0 the final here from Pfeiffer Field. We'll bring you the post-game show after this. You're listening to Kiel Raider Radio.
Looking to replace the living room floor? Do you want to update the bathroom? Call Nodler Tile and Flooring. Whether it's a walk-in shower or renovating the backsplash, switching to hardwood, or are you installing carpet, Nodler has you covered. Or you can now visit their showroom, Signature Flooring, and more. This new showroom is for everyone from flooring installers to DIYers. Find the flooring you need to complete your new kitchen or an updated bathroom by visiting Signature Flooring and more, located next to Dollar General in Kiel. Nodler Tile and Flooring has you covered from installation to selection to tool rental. Call Ryan today at 920-286-6041 for all of your flooring needs.
At Bellin Health, we believe when part of you is injured, we have a part to play. Whether you're injured swinging for the fences or tending the hedges beside them, whether your goal is to play across the pond or star in Swan Lake, whether you're injured building strength or using your strength to build, our part is to provide no-cost injury consults no matter what part hurts. That's right, free of charge. Welcome to the Orthopedic Walk-In Injury Clinic at Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. Sides made from scratch, hickory smoked meats, yeah, Parker John's. Come on down to Parker John's for pizza or barbecue. Smoking daily just for you. We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. I see you down there, it's the place to meet ya. Parker John's, Parker John's.
Welcome back to Pfeiffer Field here from Kiel, Wisconsin. A 0-0 final here from Kiel, Wisconsin. An outcome I don't think a lot of us expected. I didn't. We talked. I don't think you did either as much. But nevertheless, with all these weapons both teams have that we talked about, mentioned a lot of names throughout the broadcast, none of them could put the equalizer in here tonight, Troy.
Yeah, I mean, just That's why you can't play the game on paper, Miles. It's you look at some of the scores, and I thought maybe 1-0, 2-0 win for us,
Right.
but you don't play it on paper. You play it on the field, and a great battle by both teams.
And a scoreless tie a lot different than a 1-1 tie or 2-2 tie. So, yeah, but nevertheless, Kiel will look to bounce back on Thursday here once again against Valders. And on the other hand, Sheboygan Falls taking on Kewaskum at their place on Thursday as well. So, obviously you're not upset with the tie, but obviously a win's a lot better than a tie, but a tie is a lot better than a loss.
I agree. This sets up a huge match in Chevegas Falls on May 27th.
Yep, absolutely. And I think both teams are going to be coming out just as physical. We saw a physical game of soccer here tonight, and the hype lived up to its expectations, but in the end, a 0-0 tie here from Kiel High School. Miles Detroit, Troy Sager, I always appreciate you on the call with me, giving your intelligent input. It's always great to hear from a father of a great star there on the field, the captain, Junior Tavi Sager. But in the end, it is a 0-0 tie. We thank you for tuning in, and we will see you on Thursday for the